tell you that personally, when I was walking down the very halls of the school, being a graduate of '89, being a sanitation worker was not what I aspired to be when I was your age. I sort of fell into the job, but must say I'm very fortunate to have done so. I love the job, and despite the many responsibilities that accompany my position, I have a lot of fun throughout the workday. Now, there's really no academic or technical preparation needed to become a sanitation worker. Well, now for the town, there's no civil service exam required. For New York City, there is. But safety and on-the-job training are primarily necessary for responsible work behavior, as well as some good old-fashioned common sense. Believe me, the hardest part of the job is waking up as early as we do in the morning. We start early while most people are still sleeping, to have most of our work done before the rest of the neighborhood awakens to go to work themselves. This is so the trucks are mostly off the roads, so not to inhibit school buses from getting to bus stops and getting the students to school on time, as well as other adults getting to their jobs on time. It is also largely a matter of safety. The less time the garbage trucks are on the streets during the morning rush, the less chances there are of auto accidents and personal injuries. A typical day for a sanitation worker in the town of Hicksville begins about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. After you fight the snooze button a few times, you get out of bed, get a hot shower, loosen up the muscles, which believes me helps the body when you're doing all the heavy lifting. As you see on me, it's a standard township uniform. Sanitation green is different from other department issued uniforms, and we have reflective safety stripes, so we are more visible in the early morning hours, especially before the sun rises. After dressing and heading off to the public works yard, where all the sanitation trucks are kept, we sign in with our dispatchers and supervisors. Each morning, before we roll out to start our collection routes, we perform a daily safety inspection of the garbage trucks, checking the lights, the signals, the wipers, the horns, the brakes, tires, and suspension. This only takes a few minutes each day, but as I said earlier, safety is a primary responsibility of our work behavior and helps to prevent injury to ourselves and to others. There are approximately 900 garbage pickups to a typically assigned route, consisting of mostly residential refuse collection, but there are some commercial stops as well. There are 3 sanitation workers to a truck, with 1 person driving, while 2 people work behind the truck at any given time. Possessing a valid New York State commercial driver's license gives a worker a chance to rotate driving and working, giving the worker several breaks throughout the day from working behind the truck. It really does a lot to make the day easier on yourself, as it is that much less heavy lifting you have to do. Working with your peers can also be a lot of fun. Again, there are more responsibilities, major responsibilities looking out for danger, keeping a sharp eye out for children, pedestrians, bicyclists, animals, moving automobiles and powering telephone lines. It can all be done while having a lot of laughs. Not to mention, we find a lot of cool stuff in the garbage. I found money, mountain bikes, stereos, video games, and a snowblower, all like new and in perfect working condition. The job does require heavy manual labor and consistent lifting, carrying, and dumping refuse containers into the trucks. Being in good health and physical condition is an asset, as opposed to my co-workers who are not content to find a job, who are tough on themselves. The job definitely does help to keep us in better general shape, as we do get a nice cardiovascular workout in the workday, which happens to only be 4 days a week for the town sanitation department. The standard sanitation crew has 2 routes, each route being repeated twice a week. Monday and Thursday collections are 1 route, and Tuesday and Friday collections are another route. We are off Wednesdays and weekends. Typical school year is 180 days, while typical sanitation work year is only 280 days, with no chance of summer school. We also work on task completion. This means we don't have set hours for the day, just starting time in the morning. We start at 5 a.m., and as soon as we're done with our assigned route, and the route is completed, we're done for the day. Normally, we fill the trucks twice a day. Each fill, the loader's vehicle, being dumped in the town and the pitch. After the final load is done, we drive back to the public works yard, where we fuel trucks up, parking on some spaces, check the truck motor fluids, and repeat the morning safety inspection. Any maintenance we deem necessary is reported to the town's central vehicle maintenance department, which is responsible for all mechanical work on the vehicles. We then log our mileage, total our load rates, and sign out with our dispatchers and supervisors. In the warmer months of the year, we are typically finished before noon, before the hotter parts of the day, leaving us with the rest of the day off for personal time. Or in the summer, you can have a full-time job with benefits and go to the beach every day if you like. In the colder months of the year, we get done a bit earlier, and it's really not that bad working outside in the winter. You constantly moving, constantly generating light, and constantly stay warm. There are actually very few days of the year that are really bad to work outside. Being a sanitation worker for the town is a civil service job, but just like being a police officer or working with the fire department, corrections department, there are private sanitation outfits, but they severely lack the benefits of a civil service job. Basically, being a civil service employee means being employed by a branch of governmental service other than the military. There are many benefits of working for the public sector or a government department or agency. There is union representation, protecting your job and your rights as an employee. The union ensures a working contract for all its employees. Contracts for the town are generally 3 to 4 years long and retain health benefits, pension and retirement annuities, vacation and sick leaves with pay, annual raises, and most importantly, job security. As for sanitation workers, it is certainly the least glorious of the jobs presented to you today, but there is definite job security in the fact that there will always be garbage and there will always be sanitation workers needing to get that garbage out.